welcome back. Now we're going to continue with the update. Now we're going to go on to the VHS box set, or I suppose it isn't really a box set because you have to buy the tape separately, but never mind. And it is the X-Files, the Forensic Evidence box. I've been recently getting into the X-Files, there's a Blu Ray out and stuff, and it's a really great series. Now, prior to this box set, this was the only VHS I had of the X-Files right here, which was Far Six and Last Stand. Well, I say me, it was my mum's, this tape, but I'll show you that later with the other ones. Now, this box set used to be my mum's, but then she gave it to my auntie, and then she gave it back to me years later. And this is a limited edition box. I believe this was only limited to about 30,000, I think. And what the way this works was you buy this and you put the different X-Files movies in, which were the X-Files movies. I think they made like 18 or something, and they were essentially just taking some of the two-parters and some of the three-parters and removing the breaks in between them to make them run like a movie. So I'll show you in there. So here's the box. It's got a 15 sticker on the front. Oddly, there's no other stickers on it, just the 15. So I'm guessing this was underneath the shrink wrap. Pretty cool box. Unfortunately, you can't see this on the camera, but it's slightly scratched, which is a shame, but never mind. So here we go. So the first tape we've got right here is the tape that actually came with the box, and it's this, The Secrets of the X-Files. I've not watched this yet, but I'm going to at some point. This is sort of like a documentary type thing. Not to be resold, apparently. I think this is now included as an extra on the DVD and Blu Ray box sets. Inside it's pretty plain, you just get the tape, customised label, and this tape was printed on the 3rd of April 1996. Next video is, these are the ones that you have to buy separately. This is the unopened file. This is the one where Mulder's father is killed by Krychek. This right there, this was sort of like a novel thing because many of these episodes, never been shown in the UK prior. Because the way the X-Files worked was they'd show them in America first, and then in a few months they'd show them on Sky One in this country. But then Sky One cost an arm and a leg. It still does now, but never mind. And then it would take about 6 months or so, 6 months up to a year for them to be shown on terrestrial TV, which was BBC Two. And so this contains the cliffhanger episode of season 2 and the concluding episodes of season 3. So now the unopened file isn't the actual name of the episodes. The episodes on here are Anastasia, The Blessing Way, and Paperclip. Here's the tape. At the bottom we get a sticker advertising the next video, which is Tombs, which comes out on the 25th of March 1996. Sticker right there. So you can't read the print date, although the date at the beginning of the tape said the 23rd of January 1996. Rather quite annoyingly with this one, which I don't think I've had many problems with the other ones, but this one, what kept happening was the hi-fi kept going after about 20 minutes. When the hi-fi goes, a blue bar appears at the top, and it kept popping up like every few seconds, and so I took it out, shook it, and put it back in, and it worked for a while, and then it started doing it again. I think I had to take it out fucking 4 times, and by the time it reached the end credits, it just gave up, but we managed to get it working, so I don't think I'd watch that one again. So inside we get, nice picture right there, 322, don't know what that is, and a tiny bit behind the scenes trivia, which was a novel concept at the time, because obviously kind of the internet wasn't really a thing then. Inside we get adverts for the other videos, which are Tombs, Abduction and Colony. Right here we get a leaflet right here. This advertises some mailway stuff you can get of the X-Files. So we get some clothing, so we get a t-shirt, sweatshirt, leather jacket, baseball cap, baseball jacket and soft cotton shirt. You can read that. $249.99 for a leather jacket with the truth is out there on it. It's ridiculous, just how much inflation's gone now. And right there's the thing you can send away. I'm just wondering, if you sent that away now, what would happen? Because it doesn't really have an expiry date on it. So, if I sent it away, what would happen? I probably won't get anything. And here's the advert for the forensic evidence box, which, does it say how many it's limited to? Yeah, 30,000. Available to buy from selected video stockists from the 23rd of March 1996. Right there, that's pretty cool. With all these X-Files videos, they've all got the leaflets intact, which is really nice. In fact, if you want to learn more about these videos in greater detail, watch a video put together by YouTuber Brand X Reviews, which I will link in the description below, where he went into great detail into all these X-Files videos. But if you're going to watch it, I'd recommend you brew yourself a cup of tea and get yourself a couple of biscuits before, because it's like nearly an hour or so. Next video is actually the first one I watched. I didn't watch an open file first, I watched an open file next. But this was the one I watched first. And it is Tombs. Original HMV price sticker of $12.99. $12.99 for video, eh? Considering the fact that you can get Blu-rays for less than a tenner, that's crazy. This is basically a guy who eats people's livers, who can change his shape, and then he goes to sleep for 30 years, and then he wakes up to kill another 5 people. This was one of the first sort of Monster of the Week storylines, and I think the only Monster of the Week episodes to make their way into the series, into this particular tape series, because most of the Monster of the Week episodes were typically one episode, one self-contained story. This one is spread over 2 episodes. These are both from season 1. The episodes are Squeeze and Tombs. Squeeze was the 3rd episode of the series, and Tombs, I think, was the 21st episode, so they had a massive gap. That right there. This is a really good storyline. In fact, if you're ever going to start watching the X-Files, start with the 2 Tombs episodes. I would highly recommend them first. I mean, I like the conspiracy stuff, but I'll do a Monster of the Week. Here's the tape. On the bottom there we get an advert for Abduction, which is coming out on the 3rd of June 1996. And right in here we get a postcard for Independence Day, a teaser postcard from cinemas everywhere, or just... Hang on a minute. I think this camera can actually focus. A miracle. Anyway, this is a teaser postcard. It doesn't really give you much information on it, and it's really cool to find memorabilia like this, early promotional things for an old film, even if it's not a very good film. But never mind. Here's a picture of Tombs right there, and we get adverts for an open file, Abduction and Colony, and right there, a bit behind the scenes trivia about the ending bit in the shopping mall. I can't remember what date it said at the beginning of the tape, but I think it said something March 1996. March or April, I'm not sure. In fact, this one came out on the 25th of March, which is the same time as this box set. The same day. Next video is Abduction. This is about Agent Scully's abduction. a very interesting storyline. Not my favourite storyline. It's a bit. It can get. The latter half is very slow. I mean, the first half with Dwayne Barry is very good. I really love the Dwayne Barry episode, but the rest of it wasn't that great. But it's a very interesting idea anyway. Right there, this one is the episodes Dwayne Barry, Ascension, and One Breath. Here's the tape with a single sticker on the bottom, which I have tried to peel off, but if you can't tell already, the sticker's really at its toll on the print date. But it says the 21st of May 1996, which this must be a first pressing, because the tape wasn't released until June, and it said the 22nd of, I think it said like the 21st or 22nd of May 1996 at the beginning. This particular tape, Tombs, I didn't have any problems with playback wise. I mean, the blue bar only popped up once or twice at the beginning, and then it never gave me any troubles. This one, I don't think the hi-fi was working on this one. It was playing in mono, so that meant I had to turn the volume up, but at least the blue bar wasn't popping up, and it doesn't matter too much. You know, you can still make out what everybody's saying. And inside there we get nice picture, behind the scenes trivia, and adverts for an open file and Tombs. And we get this ad leaflet here, The X-Files, see it first on Sky One. Right there, just an advert for a Sky One brochure. And right there, classified information, access granted. This basically says that the fourth video was meant to come out, which was Colony, was being delayed, and apparently it was meant to come out in August 96, and I believe it didn't come out until September 97, so it was like every year. For some reason, I don't know why they cancelled it. And unfortunately, my mum didn't get Colony, so Colony got in here. Here's the tape. Anyway, I don't know why I'm showing you it again. Final video in the box is 82517, which is basically about smuggling aliens on trains, and this is actually a follow-up to Abduction, you know, because it relates back to Scully's abduction and about, you know, what really happened to her. An old $12.99 sticker, which I know is not a HMV price sticker, but if anybody can tell me which shop that price sticker belongs to, I'd be really happy. There's the back, and inside we get an exclusive interview with creator Chris Carter and collector's card inside. The interview is like 10 minutes or something, and it's a really nice interview. I think the interview is probably now included on the DVDs and such. I think most of the content that's not like leaflet based is included on the DVDs. So here's the tape. It was printed on the 28th of August 1996. Right there, get a picture of the Japanese scientists. 14, don't know what that means, but behind the scenes trivia. They've stopped advertising the other videos inside. Right there we get an advert for the limited edition box set of the first season, which comes out on the 4th of November 1996, and special retail price $79.99. $79.99 for the first season of the X-Files on VHS. And keep in mind, this is $79.99 in 1996 money, so that's like £140 odd in today's money. And keep in mind, at the same time, they've recently put out another Blu Ray set of the X-Files with all 11 seasons, but without the films, unfortunately. But you can get that. You can get that. Well, you could pre-order it, but now you can't pre-order it anymore because it's now available. You can get that for $89.99. So if $79.99 is still the same price, what would you rather do? Would you rather spend £10 over and get the entire series on Blu Ray remastered in high definition, or would you save £10 and go for a crappy VHS copy of the first season? Crazy how inflation has sort of gone backwards with physical media. I think it might just be down to the fact that physical media is dying and probably like the production method on DVDs and stuff is a lot cheaper than it was on VHS. Get the postcard right there. This is a really good storyline as well. My favourite storyline is Tombs. I think that's what everybody's favourite is in the series. And so anyway, I might as well show you this one at last. And this is not technically part of the update, but I might as well show it anyway. The X-Files, The Master Plan, features the never-before-seen conclusion of the most chilling X-File ever, bit of marketing jargon, features the cliffhanging episode of Season 3 and the first episode of Season 4, expected date 1x4 Sky February 97 and the BBC September 97. Can't read that because the text is too small. I tried to watch this one a while back. In fact, I tried to record the trailer up on it, and the quality is appalling. So I don't think it might work again in the VCR, but I'm not sure about this one. Here's the tape. It was printed on the 24th of October 1996, so in a couple of days this will reach its 22nd birthday. Right there, we get a picture right there. B's 13, I don't know what that is again. Bit behind the scenes stuff. And File 7, Feb coming soon, February 97. And so we get this, which is, this one probably has the most leaflets of all the X-Files videos I've got. This one is for the fact that the unopened file is being discontinued, and it's going to on from the 4th of November. I think it was because they couldn't sell enough copies and they had a ton spare and they stopped printing them, so if they sold out, tough shit really. it's a bit stringent actually, the 4th of November, because unopened file was released on, what's it called? It was released in January, so a bit bizarre. So tape. Right, here we get an advert for some X-Files new form Voyager, an official X-Files publisher. So we get adverts for this is basically one of those mail ray things. So we get things like a postcard book, can't read that because it's talking about the price thing on it. X-Files ruins, the official map of the X-Files, and the 1997 Death Diary, and the official guide to the X-Files. With the official guide to the X-Files, it's pretty much kind of redundant now, because that was basically behind the scenes stuff, and now if you want to know anything about the X-Files, you can just look it up on Google. Here's an advert for the same box set for season 1, but this is a slightly later pack shot because it's got the ratings on it. And on the other side, Die Hard Trilogy on videotape. So we get the full screen version and the widescreen version. The full screen version is $39.99 and the widescreen $35.99, sorry, and the widescreen version is $39.99. That's pretty funny now, you know, that how much inflation's gone down, because you can get the quadrilogy on Blu-ray with a lot more stuff in it for about £10 now. So that's just how much inflation has gone down. And right here we get a postcard right there. So yeah, that is it. That is everything on this update. Oh no, I also forgot to mention, right in there, there's a sticker right there. Never before seen in the UK, which I think was originally included on the front of the unopened file, which for some reason was stuck in here. Oh shit. So yeah, that is it. That is everything. And I'll see you all in the next one.